Alright, welcome back. On this video, I want to talk just a little bit about what I want to talk about. This is a segment that I've decided to add every week to the videos that I created. And this week, I think I'm going to talk about a podcast show that I created this week titled Current Events. There are so many things that are happening right now in America. And the reason they're happening, a lot of people would speculate, it's because the world coming to an end. It's because, so many people are doing so many bad things, and the ozone layer is going away, and it's causing this and causing that. Some people are right. I believe some people are right, but everybody can't be right, right? Somebody has to be wrong. But even if you're wrong, the reason what's going on right now is not so much as important or as essential as what's going on right now. What's going on right now is madness. It's chaos, and when you look at some of the points that you can actually have control over, there are very few, because if it's not hurricanes, it's tornadoes. If it's not tornadoes, it's fires. If it's not fires, it's poverty. There are just so many things that are going on that are counterproductive. So that forced me to ask myself this question: are we supposed to be focusing on productivity? Are we supposed to be focusing on creating things? Because it's almost like as soon as you create something, someone else creates something else, and that becomes obsolete. As soon as you do something, someone else does something else, and that becomes obsolete. When you look at the big scheme of things, what's remembered is not even remembered long anymore. And I was thinking about some of the statues and things that they're talking about taking down here lately, and the meaning of those statues. A lot of that was so negative, and for people to really want those statues to stay up, only tells you that they weren't affected in a negative way by those people, right? Because the people who were affected negatively were really affected. It really had an impact on those people, and a lot of them look like you and I probably, and that's why we want those statues, those things taken down, as they should be, right? Because the world is no longer like that, and that brings me back to my point. Are we supposed to be focusing on the creating of things, or the maintenance of things, or how is that really working? Because the way our minds work, to me, is to be creative, to come up with new ideas, to come up with new situations and systems. But everything gets old over time, right? Everything has an expiration date, including us. So when you think about the way the Constitution was written, and who it was written for, and the way it was written, some of those things should probably be changed as well, right? Now, this is just my opinion, and you may share the same opinion. But some things that were, and a lot of people to this day have such joy in reciting about the Constitution, was so negative and so non-meaningful for people of color, right? It didn't have the same effect. Actually, it was structured to oppress or keep oppressed many people, right? So sometimes when things are so chaotic, they are chaotic because they've gotten out of control under the old regime, under the old system. The people who have that power are not willing to relinquish that power, and the system that's could benefit the most from that relinquishing of that power or the adjusting of the situations are no longer taking it. They're not gonna stand for it anymore, right? And you know, I'm for that. I'm really for change, especially when change involves everyone. You know, I don't think that people should be ostracized because you know they've been set up to go to the judicial system, to the penal system, and a lot of people have been set up, been proven, you know, but they still are held as if they're second-class citizens, third-class citizens, because of something that they were accused of doing that they maybe were exonerated from doing, or even if you were guilty of a crime. That shouldn't hold you in a second-class citizen status for the rest of your life, especially if you did the time, right? I don't think it should, you know. And I used to view that system totally different, but you know, through time and evolution, I guess, I see that totally different now because I'm aware of things that I wasn't aware of in the past, right? A lot of people were not guilty; they just weren't guilty. They were set up, you know. And you know, through research, you know, you'll find that, or even word of mouth, or you may have secondhand experience, maybe firsthand experience, but you know, that's what happened. So, you know, I just felt like talking about a little, you know, this day to day that we're dealing with, you know, because it's so chaotic. It's okay. I know that you know you and I might be in a good place right now, but you and I may not be in a good place tomorrow. And it happens that regularly, that quickly. So, you know, just try to hold on and let's see where it takes us. But, wow, I don't know if you're ready, and I don't know if I'm ready, but I know we're going. So we better be ready, right? So that's all I want to share with you guys this week. Hopefully that opened your mind to some of the things that you're going through. Maybe kind of let you know that other people are thinking, you know, along those same lines too, because we have to watch. We have to be mindful of everything nowadays. You really have to pay attention. So, with that being said, my name is Larry James. My company is SpeakWithLarry.com, and I'll see you on the next video.